Look, I would welcome the Minister's comments in relation to kidney dialysis patients, and I suppose I'd also like to raise the case of sufferers of cystic fibrosis. There's approximately 1,300 of them, adults and children in the country, that suffer from that disease. And I suppose when we're all in here talking about vaccines and trying to get them out as quickly as possible to people, I do think of the loaves and the fishes parable, and it is quite difficult. There are stresses on the system, and look, we are doing our best to prioritise those that need it most. And I just ask the Minister to once again take into consideration those cystic fibrosis sufferers. Minister, my question is in relation to pharmacies and the vaccination process for over 70s in particular. And it's just, could I ask the Minister to clarify what the reasons are why pharmacists can't vaccinate the over 70s? Is there a clinical reason why pharmacies can't vaccinate the over 70s, or could the Minister elaborate on it? Pharmacists and their staff have the training and safeguards in place to deal with any adverse event that may occur from the vaccination process. We understand that there will be problems with the delivery of the vaccine and supply will peak and trough, but allowing the vaccination of over 70s solely to GPs is likely to cause further unnecessary delays in the administering of the vaccine. So if the Minister could just provide clarity on the pharmacy issue.
In terms of the vaccination centres, the situation is as follows. So there's 34 vaccination centres being worked on by the HSC. The aim is to have these ready by about mid-March. Really, when they'll be needed is in Q2. But some of them may be used by GPs before they're used for the next phase, which will be much higher volumes. And I think to the questions on pharmacies, these two things are related. So there was an operational decision taken by the HSC to use the GP network to vaccinate those who are 70 and older. Critically, that is not forecast to cause any delays. So again, the principle that's being used is that the only constraint on administering the vaccines is the supply of the vaccines into the country. And certainly I can commit to colleagues that if it were the case that the GP network was not capable of handling the volume coming through, then we would immediately look to expand upon that. The thinking is that the pharmacists who are going to be absolutely essential to this programme, we have the deal in place for the pharmacists, is that from the future cohorts and as the volumes begin to go up, and well, if we get the supply in, they're going to go up quite considerably. That's where the pharmacists will come in. Thank you, Ciarán Comhairle.